is otherwise referred to as, and commonly referred to as common reed grass, is an introduced species to our continent. It's it's non-native and invasive, and we categorize those. We describe or define those species as plants or animals that have a tendency to reproduce rapidly. They have several adaptations that allow them to take advantage of local resources and outcompete other species that are in close proximity. And as a result, they have a tendency to create less diversity within an area. And that worries us because the addition of this one species causes loss of several species, and that changes the overall community. You see here in this Phragmites stand that it's almost 100%, if not close to 99%, Phragmites, and it's a rather large and extensive stand that's been here at Sutton's Bridge for several years, so we get worried about these kinds of places.
What plants have they overtaken? What should be here that's not?
You can still see a few here, not many, but there are a few that still persist in this stand. Like for instance, this shrub is arrowwood. We have some arrowleaf arum down in the understory. That's a fairly emergent sort of plant that loves wet soils. We have some sensitive fern. But unfortunately, we also see some other invasive plants. Purple loosestrife, for instance, is a real common wetland invader. And see if I can find another non-native invasive. But it just has a tendency to change the soils. Recent research has indicated that has been documented suggests that Phragmites at the roots will exude an acid, changing the pH of the soil, and so it has a tendency to push out and outcompete other native species. These changes worry us because what worries us in many ways is that I'm a wildlife biologist, and what worries me is that if we don't do something, we may lose these native species due to our inaction, and the native species may not be around for perpetuity, for the remainder of our existence on this planet. And we need that. We need those native species. This marsh serves as the primary aquifer for the town of Litchfield. So this is water resources, and if we change the plant community in this marsh so much so that it may change the efficacy or the benefits of having a large intact marsh here at White Memorial, and it then changes the water quality for the town of Litchfield.
So how do you decide what to do about this problem?
Well, management is when we get involved in these kinds of things, management, by definition, is affected by three parts. The feasibility of any management strategy is affected by three parts. There's the biology of the community and the species that are present. There's the economics, meaning what is the dollars and cents of the management strategy, and then there's the human dimension. And we are always balancing those three things. And if any one of those things deems the management strategy is ill-feasible or not feasible, then we are left with really questioning the overall feasibility of the management strategy. Fortunately, recently we've been able to secure some adequate funding for Phragmites control this year, and we've been able to we have techniques that target the species, and we'll be using a herbicide treatment that will kill the Phragmites, and then we'll come back and mow this area down, and we'll monitor this area in subsequent years to see if any regrowth happens to occur, and then we can treat the regrowth.